If you're wondering why you're failing in the online and network marketing, it's not really your fault, quite honestly. There's a lot in this industry where you're really convinced that you need to go to all these seminars and buy books and buy tapes and buy all this other junk that you really... I mean, I like personal development, but when a business is making more money off of the personal development than it is actually growing the business, I mean, there's something wrong with that. When you can actually put that extra money into marketing, for instance, and developing leads automatically for your business, why wouldn't you do it? I mean, it's incredible when you're actually putting that money towards more productive things, just how many leads and how much business you can develop. I was spending, let's say for instance, you're buying leads online, wasting a whole ton of money. Let's say you spend $250 to get some really high quality leads. Maybe you get 100 or 150 leads out of that. If it were really high quality leads, you might have only got 50 for $250. But let's just say 250 bucks, 100 leads. What happens after you call all 100 of those leads? What's going to happen? You need to go and spend another $250 on those leads. And you got to keep doing it over and over and over again. And basically these lead generation companies use you in a way and then on top of that, those leads that you buy, they're not even really exclusively yours. They're going to sell them over and over again to other business owners, and by the time you get around to calling some of these people, they've been called 4 or 5 times, and maybe it's the wrong number, and somebody, just somebody put in some BS number, and it's worthless. If you want the highest quality leads, you control where the leads come from, and you are an exclusive owner of those leads. So what if you had to spend $250 on a course that would allow you to generate endless leads, as many as you want, doing your own marketing, learning your own online techniques to be able to automate all this stuff, and to be able to not have to pay a lead generation company again, and never have to go to the mall to be able to make a contact, to be able to get a lead for your business, not having to harass your list of friends and family or harass people at the bookstore. That is priceless, and that is powerful information. I actually developed a course, and the reason I'm leading into this is because I developed a course. It's 247 bucks, which is nothing. I'm going to raise it to about 397 pretty soon because the information is priceless. I go over 20 different marketing techniques on how to be able to drive prospects into your website. One of those techniques is it's the first one I go over in chapter 1, is 100,000 leads a month. 100,000 leads a month. Would your business explode with maybe 1,000 leads personally for yourself a month? It's ridiculous. But how long is it going to take you if you go into malls or you go into bookstores and you're making lists of friends and family to make a list of 100,000 people? There are probably people that have been in network marketing for 20 years that have been doing it the whole time that have not come close to that. So what do you got to do? Just invest in yourself. When you invest in the skills to learn how to generate your own leads, and generate a lot of those leads can come for free too, you write your own ticket. It gets pretty incredible. So if you're a little skeptical and you're like, oh, I want to spend $250 on a course, that's fine. I get a couple of free boot camps. You can go to explode-my-business.com, or you can go to revolutionprofits.com if you're totally new to the home-based business industry. That's a 10-day boot camp right there. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different free information and learn exactly how to set this stuff up before you invest anything in a course. And you can actually implement some of these things before you even buy the course. So I'm here to help. Feel free to give me a call or give me an email with any questions.